the president who created the Space Force. This is also the president that oversaw, during the last year of his term, the return of American spaceflight capability here to Kennedy Space Center after nearly 10 years from when the shuttle was retired. Now, I can tell you, we're off to a little bit of a slow start here. We've got about 12 hours to go, approximately, before the Artemis II vehicle will make its way over to Launch Pad 39B. Now, from there, things will start to pick up the pace a little bit. So we'll have technicians put it through its motions. We'll ultimately get to wet dress, and then from there, this vehicle, along with about 8.8 million pounds of thrust, is going to accelerate the Artemis II crew here to near-Earth escape velocities, so just under 25,000 miles per hour, farther into space than we've ever sent humans before around the moon, back here safely to Earth. Now, this is the start of a very long journey. Now, we ended our last human exploration of the moon in Apollo 17, the 17th mission. Now, I hope someday my kids are going to be watching, maybe decades into the future, the Artemis 100 mission. Now, we're talking about a lot of repeated missions, humans and crew members and cargo going to and from the lunar environment. Now, the architecture you see behind us here with SLS and the Orion spacecraft is just the beginning. Now, over time, launching missions like this, we are going to learn a lot. And the vehicle architecture will change. And as it changes, we should be able to undertake repeatable, affordable missions to and from the moon. And in that same vein, just as we begin, the cost to undertake a mission like we're going to undertake with Artemis II is not inexpensive. But where it'll go as we learn and gradually incorporate reusability is what's going to enable missions like Artemis 100 and beyond, right? And why are we doing this? We are doing this to fulfill a promise to the American people that we will return to the moon.
Holy shit.
To all of the pioneers, the engineers, the scientists, the astronauts, the researchers from the 1960s, of which laid the foundation that we are standing upon right now. We'll do it inevitably to figure out the orbital and lunar economy, for all of the science and discovery possibilities that are out there, to inspire my kids, your kids all around the world to want to grow up and contribute to this unbelievable endeavor that we're on right now.
I tried everything: coffee, Pomodoro, and binaural beats, but nothing stuck until I tried this. Brain FM is neuroscience-backed music designed to help people who struggle with focus.
And before I hand it over to Commander Wiseman on this, I just want to acknowledge the contributions from literally the army that we have at NASA that shows up to work every single day to try and change the world. We don't do it alone. We have commercial partners, we have international partners that are involved in this, but we have thousands of people that have brought us to this moment. The thousands of people that have been working near 24/7 preparing us for this rollout, the thousands of people across the country that trained and prepared this crew to undertake this mission, the controllers that'll look out for them on space, the recovery crews that'll bring them safely home to their family at the conclusion of their 10-day journey. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, this is your NASA. Commander.
Thanks, Jared. Appreciate that. You said we're off to a slow start, but I heard Ike's going to go over there after this and drive, so we'll pick it up. The relative motion looks good, though. What a great day to be here. On behalf of myself, Victor, Christina, Jeremy, Administrator Isaacman, thanks for having us out here, and this is a great way to start rollout morning at Kennedy Space Center. I just want to build on what you just said about these teams. We see this beautiful hardware behind us, the SLS, the Orion, but for this crew, we've been on this journey for about 2.5 years, and we truly look at that and see teamwork. We see global cooperation. We see a strong nation leading the way. You look at those white boosters on the side. We've been out in Utah. We've met the men and women that are assembling them, that put them on rail cars and send them down here to the Cape. The core stage in the center, built by Boeing. Jeremy and I were there at Michoud when that thing got loaded on the barge and shipped down here with the RS-25s, tested at Stennis, assembled to the bottom of that rocket. The interim cryogenic propulsion stage, we met that whole flight control team out in Denver with United Launch Alliance. building up into the European service module. We were in Bremen, Germany, meeting the Airbus team that has assembled that, and the European Space Agency, and then up to our Lockheed Orion. We spent so many countless hours in that vehicle preparing. And then you look just to the left here at launch control, it's almost eclipsed, well, it is eclipsed by the VAB. Charlie Blackwell Thompson leading her team and the exploration ground systems folks, that they have hit every single milestone for the last year to get to where we are today. They've hit every single one of them. It is awe-inspiring. And then back in Houston with our flight control team, led by Jeff Radigan and our launch directors, we really are ready to go. We were in a sim for about 10 hours yesterday, doing our basically final capstone entry and landing sim. We got in T-38s last night, and we flew here to the Cape to be here for this monumentous occasion. With that, I just really want to say thank you to all the press that are out here getting our message out. It's very important. And hand it back to Bethany. Thank you.
And with that, we will open the floor to questions. There is a mic over here on the left, and we ask that you limit to one question each so that we can get to as many people and questions as possible.
Hi, Marcia Dunn, Associated Press for Mr. Isaacman. What's your take on how realistic it is that Artemis 2 will take off in February? And if I might really ask Reed a real quick question, I loved your crescent moon shot recently. What's it like to go outside at night and look at the moon now?
So I guess take the first part of the question. I mean, we're continuing on with our Artemis 2 preparation campaign. I think we've held schedule pretty well, getting to roll out today. So we'll get out there. We'll put it through its motions. We'll get through wet dress. We have, I think, zero intention of communicating an actual launch date until we get through wet dress. But look, I mean, that's our first window, and if everything is tracking accordingly, I know the teams are prepared. I know this crew is prepared. We'll take it.
We like that answer. Going out and looking at the moon at night, I'll hand this all down the line. I'll be brief, but I think one of the most magical things for me in this experience is when I looked out a few mornings ago, there was a beautiful crescent in the morning sunrise, and I truly just see the far side. So that's it was a waning crescent.